Hello landscape students. Okay, this will be the first video you listen to and go through for Praxis class, and it's going to be about AutoCAD, what we learned in class this week. I'm going to show you how to explore the tools we learned this week by drawing this image of this garden, of this house and garden. All the tools we learnt this week we can use to make this. There are some extra tools that we didn't do in class, and I might do them in this video or we might do them next week. So let's start from the beginning. Get a new file, a new drawing. Remember it's this one here, acad.dwt. Open. Okay, and remember we looked at the windows I want to see. And there was tool sets, command line, layers, and status bar. For now, we can turn off layers. Remember, I want to see this grid on. I want to see the snaps on. And all of these like that. I can turn those ones off. And I want to see this one, dynamic input on. So that when I type here, I can see these options. The other thing I want is to go to AutoCAD, Preferences, and I want you to turn this one on. This is the one that lets me use the right click as the same as Enter and Return key. Okay, so you should see your tools here, command line and status bar. Remember, these ones should be on. Now, the next step is to put the image into AutoCAD. Put this into AutoCAD. So you go to AutoCAD and you go Insert, Raster Image Reference. You find the image and you go Open. This one here, Attach Image, just make sure it looks like this. Same as this, tick, tick, no tick, and go OK. Now what we need to do is click once, move the mouse a little bit, and left click again. Doesn't matter what size this is, because we're going to change it. Select the image. Remember, click, move, click. This will come up, and I want to change the fade. This one here, 1, 2, 3. This one. I want to change it so I can see the mouse better. Click here, something like that. Let's just make it 50. Okay, and then press Escape. I'll just check something. Right. Now, we're going to change the size of the image so that it is in scale. This is something we did in class. So we can zoom into this scale bar, get the line tool, Enter, turn on ortho mode. Zoom in, click from here, from 0 to 32, this number here. And then Enter or right click to finish. Now we don't know how long this line is. I can check it with DI for distance. DI Enter. And you see it's 2.1. Escape. So we want to change the length to 32. So we select the image and the line. Select everything and we go Scale. Select base point. This is the first point. Then we go reference, so R, enter. The reference length is this line here. So I click at the beginning and I click at the end. I then type in the new measurement, the new length. It's 32, enter. Zoom out and I can check that's right, DI, enter. And it's 32. Great. I can now delete this line. I do not need it. Okay, I'm trying to zoom out, but the computer won't let me. I can't zoom out anymore. This is a time when I can use zoom, Z, enter, E, enter. For some of you, remember we tried that? We go Z for zoom, enter, E for extents, enter. Okay, I'm now going to move my picture. I'm going to select it and go M for move. And I'm just going to move it. I'm going to turn off ortho. I'm just going to move it up here. Okay, now I am ready to start drawing. If I open up the layers, I can see that there is layer 0 here, layer 0. So when I'm drawing on layer 0. That's fine. Okay, the first thing I'm going to draw is this wall or fence around here. So I'm going to turn on polyline, PL, enter. And I'm going to start here. This line is vertical, so I'm going to turn on ortho mode. I'm not going to start drawing at this point here. I always start from below. So get that in line and go click and then zoom into this point. I don't need to put my mouse here. I can bring it over and go click. Zoom out, bring the mouse along, zoom in, and this line is not straight, so I need to turn ortho off. Turn it off, and then I can do a diagonal line. Click, zoom out, zoom in, click, zoom out, bring the mouse down, zoom in. This is how we do it. Click. This line is straight, so I'll turn ortho on. Zoom in, click. This line is straight, and you can see this wall runs into this line and then into the house. So I'm going to keep that line going up there, and I'm going to stop it now. To end it, I'm going to go right click or enter. And this extra part here and here, I'm going to use the trim tool and trim that later. This is the best way to draw. You can draw the lines too long and trim them later. It's not a waste of time, because you will see that it will create a better drawing in the end. Next thing I'm going to do, I might draw around, I might keep drawing the, actually I'm going to draw these splines, these gardens. So I'm going to start here. Get the spline tool. You can click here, or shortcut B, and it's the second one, or as we found out today, SPL, spline. Zoom in here. Again, I'm not going to start here. I start outside. Click. And you see that's a straight line, so I need to turn ortho off. Okay, zoom in, click, click. You don't want to be too close, too zoomed in, but you don't want to be too far apart, too far away either. What I do is zoom in and out as I move. Zoom out, move the mouse across, zoom in. Trying to follow the curve of the drawing. zoom out, zoom in. Zoom out, zoom in. Okay, coming towards the end, and I'm going to go, oh, and if I make a mistake, if I went like that, and I go, oops, remember I can go Command Z, 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 Command Z to go back, and I can do it again. And I'm going to come through here, I'm going to go past that line, and then I'm going to go right click. Okay, let's do an example of a trim. So now I can come in here, I can select all of that, and go TR, enter, trim, escape. TR, enter, trim, escape. Okay, let's do another spline. Okay, so you kind of zoom in, click, 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 zoom out, move across, zoom in, click, click, left click, zoom out, move. Okay, coming to the end, and I'm going to go through there, right click.